All right, it's Leisure Friday at Davis Auto Sales and I still hadn't had a chance to change out of my gym clothes. Everybody keeps commenting that these shoes are bright. I guess they never saw the orange pair of these, which smells so bad currently I can't even keep them in the house. But that's another subject for another day. So we got some cool stuff happening. It's Friday. It is the 18th of July, 2025. We had a super cool delivery of one wheel today. I know I touched upon that. Well, first off, also, it's Trista's birthday. Happy birthday, Trista. She did not want to be on video for that today, but we got it anyway. We do have a square body going out on a test drive. Whole story about that here shortly, too. But we are a wheel and tire distributor, sales facility, wholesale buyer, whatever you want to call it, and have been for over 30 years. And we've been in business for 50. Another thing to that. So I keep saying, let's walk over here. I want to show you guys this truck before it leaves. So Davis Auto Sales is getting ready to hit 50 years. And I don't ever forget about it, but it was not owned by me or my father in present times. But my grandfather started our original repair shop in the 50s. So I guess our family heritage and we all work there. I worked there sweeping the floor for 50 cents, but that was my job. I never turned wrenches in the shop. Brian, on the other hand, did work for the shop for my Uncle Barry for quite some time. That took it over after my grandfather. My Uncle David worked there forever. My dad worked in the shop before the car lot. My Uncle Barry was the last to run it. My cousin Jake and countless friends were employees over time. Lots of them are still around. But so almost, I guess you'd say 70 years-ish in the auto business, and we've been buying tires. You have a shop, you buy tires. But we have specifically had accounts with the same companies we have them for now with well over 30 years, and we still have to buy things one by one to make sets. This is one of my great customers, and I'll tell you what we did. He wanted a truck a month ago. Actually, it's probably 2 months ago now. We finished everything, power steps, steering, whatever he wanted, we did. And I always go overboard for this customer. One, because it's reasonably close, a couple hours away. We can deliver to him very fast. And we deliver most everything to him. Very rare he comes up here. The truck was ready aside from the wheels. He wanted a specific wheel. He wanted a specific tire. Tires, no problem. Got them. Wheels, no go. Ordered them. 3 different facilities I ordered from. Daniel ordered from 2 different places, just hoping we'd get some wheels. And we got one. Then we got another one. Now we have a third one. 2 months later. He got wheels on his truck. As a good customer, and we like to fulfill every customer the best we can, we actually took a truck out of the showroom that had the wheels he wanted, that were in great shape but not new shape, took them off that truck, put them on his, dismounted them, 38 or 40-inch tires, put them on his truck so he could have his truck. But I am promising him the new wheels, so he will get those when we get 4 of them. That's insane, guys. If you knew, Daniel has truckloads of stuff come in every day, as do we, every day. And we're having to order one wheel from here and one wheel from here and one wheel from here and one wheel from here. Now, thankfully, we're ordering it from one of our favorite companies, Mickey Thompson. So I can't give them any slack. The problem is supply and demand. Their stuff is in demand currently. It's hard to get. We just mailed out 2 wheels to a customer that bought an extremely, extremely nice truck from us about 30 days ago. And I promised him, hopefully within 30 days, he'll have his wheels. Within 30 days, he's going to have his wheels. So that's going to be excellent. That's going to work out just fine. The truck was parked here that I wanted to show y'all. It currently is not. So let's walk back here. So hopefully this with these mics, I want you guys to drop a comment, let me know. Normally I have to walk away from this because if you hear or can't hear, that truck's currently running. Alvin's working the winch and going over, cleaning the bed out and all that. Normally if we got too close, you'd hear nothing but that truck running. Hopefully you guys don't hear that much in this mic, so I think we'll be okay. But the Experiment 2.0, 3+3, I guess let's name it that, right? All right. So Christian's been involved with this customer. If you guys have been watching faithfully, you saw a unusual tan with blue interior K20 truck. Well, he purchased that truck from us under the pretense of it's an experiment. And what was meant by that on our end and his end was he could have spent $100,000, $150,000 on a truck. He came in with no budget in mind. He just wanted a nice square body truck. And he knew he was happy dealing with us. Text message after text message, phone call after phone call. We answered all his questions. I talked him into the least expensive truck I had, not the most expensive truck we had. And he loved it. He went home, what was that? That was Memorial Day weekend, right, Christian? We got it to him on the Thursday or Friday of Memorial Day weekend. He loved it. He absolutely loved it. He texted me the next day. When you get a text like that the day after, it could be good, it could be bad. You don't know with an 80s model truck. Christian's familiar with that. Customers get cars delivered all the time. We might have forgot something. Maybe we didn't send them the extra set of keys. So we're used to getting some positive and negative things. But thankfully, it's been very, very positive recently. Matter of fact, a 300,000-mile Hummer made its way to its customer. We knew it was good. We knew it was a great truck. But it was also a 300,000-mile, priced at a third of what it should have been, truck. I had reconditioned that truck for myself and literally drove it twice, and it sat in one of our buildings the rest of the time. Christian was a little concerned. I said, Christian, just take a fresh video, tell him what the miles are. We already represented it properly. He should be thrilled. Sure enough, he was thrilled. Christian got an email the other day, received my truck, love my new truck. Thanks, guys, for everything. He got his paperwork, his title, his tags. Everybody's happy. We love that. We shoot for that. Well, here we are. Experiment 2.0 and Experiment 1.0 is not getting traded in. Experiment 1.0 he's keeping. Experiment 2.0 gives him 4 doors. It gives him a 1-ton platform, and it gives him a truck that is well worth the extra effort that we feel like he's going to go to. While we're talking about the lengths that we go to, we actually took steps off this truck, as I showed you guys before. He said, JW, I like the steps. They're off. So we put them back on. Now they're back on the truck. It had GMC hubcaps. We sourced Chevrolet hubcaps. And I need you, Christian, to run down to Daniel's so we don't forget them and put them on here. We had a bed liner put in it. The bed was in incredible shape because this truck lived its whole life with a camper in the back of it. So the bed was great. Look at it now. Spotless. Dings, dents, there wasn't really any. And we saved the mat because I feel like he's going to want to put the mat in the floor to keep stuff from sliding around because this is a little bit slick, even though it's got grip. And we did over the rail so that you don't beat it up. It actually protected it really well. The truck's got a few dings and dents, but the lights work, the AC works. It's got the original sticker from the Chevrolet dealer still hanging on by a thread, but it's there. Christian drove it yesterday back. We had a retro stereo put in it. He was like, dude, this truck pulls. And I'm like, to the left or to the right? He's like, no, it just pulls. And I'm like, to the left or to the right? Like, I don't understand. He's like, no, like it pulls. And it does. The 4-speed is cool. Stock size tires. It does pull well. Customer says, hey, can you please just make sure it's ready? So it's been through our service shop. It's been through my uncle. It's been through Dave. Now it's been through Christian. I've driven it. AJ's driven it. Alvin just drove it. We've all had our butt in the seat of it, put our miles on it or whatever. He's actually bringing the 1.0 truck back for some upgrades, moderate upgrades. While we're doing that, he's going to drive 2.0 and then come back with his list of the Mac Daddy. You know, that one is going to, I mean, you can't, what, a crew cab 3+3 that has no rust? That truck has no rust. None. Zero. Alvin's about to wash it down, clean the frame. He's going to have a really, really, really cool truck. And we got to not forget to put the hubcaps on it. Yeah, Alvin, when you do this one, you literally wash the frame and it's going to be fine. wash the frame when you do it. It's gonna be super clean. Currently no paint. I'll text him to verify, but I don't think he's gonna want any. I don't know, but for now, just wash it. I think that's all it needs, and then the windows from where we lubed everything. So that's gonna be cool. He's got a hitch. He does want to tow some, and he's gonna be able to do it. And the cool thing is too, he's a couple hours away ish. So when he wants to do something, he can drop one off, pick one up, drop one off, pick one up, whatever. And I've already told him, I said, one day you're going to have a failure. They're 40-year-old vehicles. You're going to have a fuel pump go down. You're going to have a water pump go down. But it's going to be easy. Whether we fix it or somebody else fixes it, it's not a big deal. I think a lot of people take comfort in that. The customer is here now. We might as well call that Experiment 3.0 because he's the same way. He's here to look at trucks and not really with a budget per se, but wants to start his journey into square body or classic truck world. I don't know that he's a diehard square body guy. Just obviously that's what we got most of. So we've got one that's going to work well for him. It's going to need some touches and changes and whatever, but we'll do it. Trista's birthday. Oh, so if you watch from here, it might get a little boring, but if you keep watching, Christian, not AJ. You're not AJ, how are you? Where is AJ? On an island somewhere. Yeah, he's on an island somewhere. AJ is living the life currently that we wish we were, but everybody deserves a little break. So that is why you haven't seen AJ this week and you haven't seen as many videos. But Christian is going to do a giveaway. Trucks at davisautosales.com. And I'll give you the keyword in just a minute. And we have some cool merch. Something that's a little bit important for me. Let's walk back this way in case we got any more vehicles. You don't have to look at this boring stuff. Oops. Uh-oh. A lot of people commented that our channel is very family friendly, and it is very rare. Christian, how many times have I cussed at you?
On camera or off camera?
On camera or off camera. It's been more sometimes than others, but we got that settled down. I have two things that I have got a text about today that I'm getting that mean more than a customer or a dealer calling saying, Jebby, I traded in a Lamborghini. Come pick it up. It's yours. They don't have a monetary value at all. They have a personal value. My uncle texted me first thing this morning. He said, would you like to restore your grandfather's Big Red? I couldn't respond fast enough. 100% absolutely. You saw the tractor that my Uncle David restored for my grandfather. It lived in there for a while. It was an 8N Ford that my grandfather had for a long time. And it was really cool because it was sitting next to a retro model, but it meant the world for it to be over there. Now my uncle's going to use it and work it. That's what it's meant for, and that's what my grandfather, he didn't give a crap if he ever washed his truck. When I cleaned my grandfather's truck for him, we could have grown corn in the floor. Like I had to sweep it out before I vacuumed it out. Didn't care. Did not care. As long as his truck made it to our farm or to the supermarket to grab a case of beer or wherever he needed to go, that's all he cared about. And that's awesome. To live that life would be so amazing. But that was it. If I washed it for him, that was the only time he got washed, I guess. My uncle, he's going to use the tractor because that's what my grandfather would like. I know I probably already said that. I got a little choked up there for a second. I got a text from a good friend of ours, family friend, for as long as I know. He was there when I was born, the Clements family, and they are giving me I don't even know what to call it. It's a section of a bar. It's a booth. It's a booth that the sign that hangs in showroom number 1, if you guys have seen in there, it says Hilltop Barbecue. Most people probably just think it's a sign we picked up off the side of the road. We ate lunch at Hilltop Barbecue every single day. A special day, I guess, was Friday. I don't know if it was hot dogs or something was different. I don't know, but it was a barbecue joint that made a special barbecue sauce that very few even have the recipe to. That is amazing. He has since passed. His son took it over. His son is probably still living, but they closed the business We have the original signs hanging in our showroom, and now I have the booth that my family sat in for decades, every single day in the 60s. I know in the 70s, but I guess maybe in the 60s, maybe even in the 50s. I don't know how long they were in business, but the actual booth that we sat in. So I'll be able to put that in the showroom under the sign. Maybe we'll move it into the podcast room with the sign. What do you think about that?
That'd be awesome.
I think that's what we're going to do. So we will have the sign from that business, the booth from that business that my family, my grandfather, I know my great-grandfather would go on occasion. I remember it, even though I was a youngster. Friends, family, all of us sat in that booth. And I think we'll put it so it'll last because it's AC in there and heat. So we'll probably put it in the podcast area. Where better could it be? It's a wraparound booth. I'm not going to make him insert a picture. We'll kind of leave it as a surprise. Couldn't be more thrilled. So I need to go get that. So remind me, Calvin needs to get in a box truck and go, because we don't want it sitting outside. And they're moving furniture today, so I need to get it. And lastly, my mom. I don't give her credit enough. And her birthday's coming up, so I want to plan something cool for that. But she does an amazing job of running things. Though my father started this company, he was able to start this company because my mom worked a corporate job. And my mom funded this business. Well, she funded the household while my dad funded the business and saved and scrimped. And together, they made the business what it was. He worked during the day. She did the books at night, which back then wasn't nearly the books it is today. She does it all day today and has Trista help and Julie help. Doing the books on 400 or 500 vehicles versus 20 or 30 is a lot different. But she is here every day at her age, enjoys coming to work, keeps us all in line, answers every question that could ever be asked, is the one returning emails to you guys. You might see Gail at Davis Auto coming to you through an email address and be like, man, Gail's a secretary. Gail's a, whatever. Gail's my mom, and she is the backbone of this business and has been for a long time. And though my dad was the entrepreneurial one that took that leap and had those gonads to do it, following after my grandfather, Mom did really push to take care of things. Not only does she handle the books here, she handles the books for off-road. She handles her side of real estate. She helps try to keep me organized on my side of real estate. And there's some joint ventures and things there too that she handles. So it's, I don't give her credit enough, and I don't think a lot of our viewers realize when they're talking to Gail, that's who you're talking to. And it's kind of funny. We actually bought a vehicle, and I'll debut it to you guys next week from another company that is multi-generational. And we talked to a fella that was, I guess, in his 70s or 80s and had a little bit of a tough time communicating. And I'm very thankful that we don't have that struggle. You would not know Mike and her are at their age when you call. But thank God for our elders, right?
Yeah.
They could be your great-grandparents. So seriously, hey, that's going to be our key word. Mom Davis. Trucks at davisautosales.com. Mom Davis enters you. Do two. Pick two people. Pick two people out of whoever responds between now and Monday at 6. So you got the whole weekend to watch this video. Kristen said, oh, because it's a lot.
That's gonna be a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot of you guys that watch till the end. This is one way we can monitor who watches to the end, but give back at the same time. We find it's more fun this way. And, hey, it's we're blessed, guys. We're very fortunate. We're very blessed. We're still on no sleep, catch-up mode from the previous weekend event. I had one of the reps that was there like, dang, did y'all go out and party? Did y'all go out and eat? And I was like, dude, we went to a restaurant on the way back, and then one day we cleaned up and went to a restaurant. We were done. Like, party, 9:30, guys. We were, woo, in bed. Like, that was it. There was no partying, no drinking, no going out. no having a good time, though we had a great time. Bloomsburg Jamboree, Pennsylvania 2025. There's a red square body cruising. We did have a great time, but it's hard on a little bit older man catching up and getting your head back right after that, and customers and orders and you name it. It's been great. A lot of t-shirt orders and support. So if you don't win one by Monday afternoon, feel free to buy one. I'm not wearing one. Christian is, though. New designs, new sizes. Cups are still in stock. Got a few koozies. I think Christian's been throwing in some koozies and some stickers with every order, so or select orders. He kind of sorts that out, but that's Christian for that part of it. And he does get them done. I see him come in at 9 o'clock on the dot, checks his email, goes up to the merch room, comes back and packages it. So though he could be selling $100,000 trucks, he's getting your t-shirt shipped to you. All important to us. All important to us. So thanks, guys. Really appreciate everything as always. It's a hot Friday, as you can see. Trista's birthday. Mom Davis is your keyword. Please wish Trista a happy birthday here also. Those are the comments we would love to see. Thanks a lot. Don't put Mom Davis in the comments, though. You'll give it away. Only in your email. Thanks a lot.